All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our July Tech Talk. I can't believe it's July already. Um, this is, for those who are new, this is a ongoing, fairly monthly talk for different topics that are of interest to the community around here. Um, my name is Matt. I'm the director of IT for the Bucks County Free Library. I'm joined by my experts, Pete and Zach, and our district librarian, Adam, is here as well. Um, we are talking today about iPads and iPhones with questions that you guys submitted. So we will be going through all the ones that were submitted. We are, again, using the chat function. So if you have any questions, post them in the chat. If you don't want to post them to everyone, you can send them to Zach Kaiser. He will be curating the questions and we will be answering them in the second half, anything that has not been discussed up to this point. Um, so we are recording these sessions. They will be up on the BCFO YouTube page, which you can get to from our website. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any librarian at any of the branches, or you can visit buckslib.org/technology is the new page. All right, so we'll get started. As I said, we're talking about iPhones and iPads. So the first thing I want to discuss, we had a few people who asked for a similar thing for Androids. I know that the Android community, I personally use an Android, the Android community is fairly large as well. It seems like we have more, the audience that we're talking to has more iPads and iPhones, but we will be doing a feature on Android as well as a couple other things that are non-Apple related in the near future. Watch for that in the next survey. Okay, so we're going to get right to the user submitted questions this time. How do I sync my iPhone with my iPad so that emails and texts deleted on one are deleted on the other? So as long as you are logged into your both of your devices with the same iTunes account, um, emails should be automatic. If you delete an email on your one device, it should be deleted on the other one. Um, Text messages are not synced by default. Uh, iMessage deletion can be synced if you messages in the cloud are enabled. And to do that, we go to settings, and then at the top here where it says sign into your, well, we're not signed into this, but where it says sign into your iPad, it should have your name. Once you are in there, um, go into show all, and then turn on messages in cloud. This must be turned on for all your devices you want to sync for your iMessage messages. Um, and it will not work for SMS messages. Those are messages that are sent to Androids or any non-Apple device. Um, if somebody else has a iPhone and you're sending messages to them, it will automatically use iMessage, and for those you can sync up. I believe this is going to change in the next iOS version next year, where the SMS is going to be included in iMessage. They're going to be changing some things around. We'll talk more about that when it comes to pass, and just make sure that it actually exists before we get our hopes up too much. The other thing I wanted to add to this is some I've had people in the past ask me why their iPad is ringing when they get a phone call on their iPhone. And the reason for that is FaceTime. So what you want to do is if you are not using, if you don't want your iPad to ring, you have to turn off FaceTime in your iPad or whichever device you don't want to ring. To do that, it's in the same menu in general, and then you go to FaceTime. And in this menu here, there will be a option to turn off FaceTime, and that will stop your iPad from ringing when your iPhone does. All right, moving on. How do I save photos on my phone to my laptop? How do I save photos to the cloud? If you have photos, if you save photos to the cloud, can they be deleted off my phone? How do I use Bluetooth to transfer photos from my phone to my laptop? So many parts of this question. First, the saving photos from your phone to your laptop. If you're using a Mac, it's very easy. You can just airdrop them directly to it, and it will send them wirelessly. If you're using a Windows machine, what you have to do is plug the device in with a USB cable, whatever type you have. If you have an older iPad, it would be or iPhone, it would be a Lightning cable. The newer ones use USB-C. You can plug it directly in. Once you do, you have the option of in my computer, you should see, or this PC it's called now. You should see your device listed here. Once you plug it in, you'll have to, there'll be a pop-up from Windows that says, what do you want to do with this device? And you can say open in File Explorer. And then on your iPad or your iPhone, there will be a window that pops up and says, do you want to trust this device? Once you click trust, it will automatically open in this PC, and you can open that up and see the pictures that are in there. They are not divided up into albums like they are on your Apple device. Instead, you will see them as dates. So it'll have the year and the month. And once you go into that, it will have all of your pictures or videos from that year or month. From there, you can copy them out onto your laptop, and it will you'll have a copy for yourself. It's in trying to do Bluetooth, we ran into a bunch of issues. I do not recommend using Bluetooth to transfer to a Windows device. If you're going to transfer to a Windows device, just plug it into it. Makes it much easier, and it's also much faster than transferring wirelessly. Second part of that was, let me see, I lost my place. How do I save photos to the cloud? So if you have your iCloud, and that is to get to the iCloud is the same place as that where it says sign into your iPad, you should see your name. Go into iCloud once you go into that, and you'll see a bunch of apps there. If Pictures is turned on, it will automatically sync to your iCloud. So you have a copy there. Keep in mind that by default, you only get 5 GB to your iCloud. So you will have to either curate the pictures that you put up there or pay Apple to have more storage space up there. I believe 50 GB is $1 a month. 100 GB is $2 a month. So not a lot, but if you're money conscious, then you may want to just make sure that you're not saving too many photos to your iCloud. Otherwise, it's going to fill up. It's going to make it hard to do backups of your devices, that kind of thing. If you save photos to the cloud, can they be deleted off the phone? So when you delete a photo, either from your phone or your iPad or your Mac, it will tell you that the It's going to delete it from the cloud as well, which will delete it from your other devices. It will automatically do that for you, and then it will save a copy of it in your deleted items in iCloud for 30 days. If you decide you don't want it, you can go into iCloud and restore it to keep it from being permanently deleted. You can also go in, I believe, into your iCloud, delete it, and permanently delete it right away if that's something you need to do. How do I clear the cache on an iPad? So in your settings, which is where we are now, you can select Safari, which is here. This is if you're using the Safari browser on your iPad, which is or iPhone, which is the default. Um, and then do clear history and website data, which is right in the middle there. That will clear the cache and anything that you have visited. You can also choose how much you want to delete. If you just want to do the last hour, the last day, or all. And you can also in here choose to close all your tabs, which can be difficult if you're trying to do it manually and you haven't done it for a while. Um, in Edge and Chrome, if you're using them on your devices, you go into settings and just search for privacy and security or clear browsing data. That should work. You can search the settings in those applications and it will allow it. Oh, nice. It'll allow it to delete it for you. How do I take a screenshot of my iPad or iPhone? If you press the power button and the volume up button at the same time, uh, it should look like that. And you'll see a little thing in the bottom left here. And then we see the picture that it took. In here, then, if you want to choose a specific thing, like if we're trying to show the clear history, you can edit this to only have that button. And then by hitting done, it will save that photo and you can just save the part in the screenshot that you want. Or you can save the whole thing, however you decide to do it. Um, I missed one earlier. Apologies. One was iPad calendar is filling up with items that are not entered by me. I hit decline, hoping they would delete. No such luck. How do I delete them and block them? Um, so calendar invites should appear in the calendar app under the inbox. I'm not signed into that, so I can't show you that here. But if you go into your inbox in the calendar app, they should not appear until you hit accept. Uh, the other thing you want to check is that you may have other calendars synced in your calendar app. Like if you have your Google Calendar synced in there and some things have been put in there by somebody else, that could be why you're seeing things appear. It's hard to say without seeing that device specifically, but you are more than welcome to bring it in and have one of the very helpful librarians look at it. They're very knowledgeable and they can assist you with that. Let's see what else. Is it possible to synchronize iPad, iPhone, and laptop so that email are deleted across all devices? Yes. So in setting up the your email on no matter which email it is on your device, it should sync that to that whatever server you're connecting to. If you have Hotmail or Gmail or Apple Mail, you have to um, if you're having trouble with that, there are some advanced options that um, are possible to check. Uh, I feel like it's a little too much to get into without being able to show it right now. But again, if that's something that you're having a problem with, stop in and ask for an appointment with one of our librarians, and they can certainly help you. How do I back up my iPhone, iPad? So, in the settings, like we had showed you before, under where it says sign in your iPad, you click on that, and then there should be a, let me walk through on my phone just so I have the right information. Under iCloud, if you scroll down, you'll see iCloud backup, and it should be turned on. Uh, Once you go into that, you'll see you have a couple options like backup over cellular. So it will, if you're connected to cellular and not Wi-Fi for a while, it will automatically do a backup anyway. If you don't want to waste data on a backup, you can turn that off and it will only do it when you're connected to Wi-Fi. And if you feel like you need to do it right now for some reason, there's a backup now button under there as well that will allow you to immediately start a backup at whatever time you choose. How do I check my storage? So same thing. If you this is all under that sign into your iPad button where it should have your name. Um, if you go to um, iCloud again, you'll see everything that's saved in your iCloud there. That will show you what it's divided at, photos, backups, how much storage space you have, and how much you're using. If right beneath that, there's a button called Manage Account Storage that will show you what it's divided by, like your iCloud photos, your backups, um, files that are stored in your iCloud Drive, and you can go in and delete those manually. That's for your iCloud. If you're concerned about your device itself, if you go into settings and general, and go into I, iPad or iPhone storage, and here you can see what is taking up space on your device. Uh, in here, you can also um, click on a thing and delete that if you're no longer using it and it's taking up a lot of space, and um, clear up space that way. This is especially helpful if you have a if you've had an Apple device for a long time, if things have gotten installed that you no longer use, or if you was installed by accident that you might not know about, you can go through here and clear out a bunch of space and save get yourself some more storage. How do I force restart my iPhone, iPad? So if you are using the device and it freezes or it's running slow, it may not be necessary to restart the device. On a newer iPad or iPhone that do not have the home button, you can hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time, and you should see something that looks like this. It says slide to power off. That will allow you to power it off, and then by holding the power button once the screen is black, it'll start it back up, and you can log back in. There is a way to reboot it if you are if the whole thing is frozen. That is for the newer iPads. Um, you press the volume button up, and then you press the volume button down, and then you press the power button and hold it until the Apple logo appears. Volume up, volume down, power button. That will force it to restart, even if it's frozen. It bypasses the operating system. That is the other thing is if you have an older device, instead of using the power button and volume up button, if you have a device with a home button still, which is the large button that was in the bottom middle of their older devices, you hold the power button and that button, the home button, and you'll get that same window that appears. Um, How do I delete an app? Okay, so uh, for I believe it's for iPads and iPhones. All you have to do is choose an app. I'm going to choose Apple TV, the black one bottom there. And if you just hold the button, it will pop up. You have two options. A short hold will pop up with this menu, and you can remove the app. If you either select Edit Home Screen or do a long hold, it gives you these negatives, and that will allow you to remove an app by clicking the negative. Or this mode, while they're wiggling, allows you to reorganize apps. So if you want to move things around or drop things into folders, if I take news and I hold it over podcasts, it will automatically make a folder there, which you can then rename. And we'll just say, instead of entertainment, we'll just say apps for now. And you can drag anything you want in here, and it cleans up your screen a little bit to make it a little bit more manageable. You don't have to go searching for apps. And then to stop them from wiggling, you just click anywhere else in the screen, and it will go back to normal. Um, that also got into how to rearrange my apps. The other thing that a lot of people don't know anymore is how to close an app. If you have an app, the iPad's running, but an app is running slow. Um, from the bottom middle of the screen, if you touch and drag up, you'll see all the apps that are currently running on your device. By touching them and swiping up, it closes that app. This is the new way to get into that from for the new devices. The old one, it was double press the home button and you get that same screen. But bottom middle of the screen, drag up to the middle, and it should open your current apps, and then you can choose which ones you need to close. Okay. So that is the first part of our talk today. We are going to go through your questions. You All right, and we're back. Um, okay, so we did have a couple questions, so we'll get right to them. Once we add a picture to an album, can we delete it from the general camera roll? The answer to that is no. The Once you add it to an album, it is not a copy of the picture, it's just a link to the picture in your camera roll. So if you delete it from the camera roll, it will be removed from the album as well. You can remove that link from the album without deleting the photo, but not vice versa. My contacts are not synced between iPad and iPhone. Again, that one is in the iCloud menu, which is under settings, and sign into your iPad or iPhone. Uh, that will be where your name is. In there, if you click on that, you can go to iCloud, and then under apps using iCloud, click show all. And down there, you will see a contacts button. If you turn that on, so it's green, that will sync your contacts on all your devices that are connected to the iCloud. And you should have the same contacts on both devices. Um, if I get photos and videos in a text on my phone, how can I save them to my iPad, and do they automatically go to my iCloud pictures? Um, so if you go, we have our screenshot we took earlier. If you go to the photo and you click and hold on it, huh? Oh, okay. Sorry, that won't work in photos. It will work in messages. You click and hold on it, and press save. If the photo cloud sync is on, it will go to your other devices as well. Um, Sorry, I can't show that because we don't have a signed in iMessage here. So once again, I'll walk through that. Go into the messages, click and hold on the picture or video you want to save. Um, Press the save button, and it should automatically download to your device and sync it as long as your photo iCloud is synced. To get to make sure your photo iCloud is synced, it's the same place um, as the contacts we were just talking about. Go into your name under iCloud, um, go to iCloud, go to show all for your apps using iCloud, and look for photos and make sure it's green. And that will save or make sure it's turned on. That will make sure that all those things that you save from your messages are saved to your other devices. Okay, and that is all the questions that we have today. This is going to be a shorter talk. Apologies. We answered as many questions as we got. So our next tech talk will be, let's see, that is should be August 14th, same time, 2 p.m. And that will be on what's the next one? You're just devices. Useful tools and free apps that you can use. That will be our last tech talk of this series, and then after that, we'll be sending out a new survey to let people pick what is interesting to them for the next set of tech talks. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming, and we will see you next month.